Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a great, blessed morning. We are having a beautiful morning so far. You can see somewhat behind me, it's a little overcast, a little cloudy, but every now and then you might be able to see a little blue sky peeking behind. I see it in the distance off the other view, but it's nice. It's got a little bit of breeze, a bit humid because we finally had some rain, but anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I'm starting today. I'm going to post two videos. This first video is on symptoms that someone that does not have FND could not see. And then the next video is on a couple articles that I have found that a friend sent me. And you're going to want to listen to this, FNDers, because it is going to be a game changer. And I really, really would love to have your opinions, and please comment or send me any kind of thoughts on this, the next video that I'm going to be sending. So stay tuned for that. So before anything, please like and subscribe this, because you're going to want to hear these things. If you have FND or know anybody that has FND, you're going to want to hear this. This and the next, definitely the next article. So today I'm sounding my normal self, and I feel almost kind of like my normal self. I'm walking fine, so I look normal, but I want you to be warned that my voice may start to change, because I feel kind of jittery, weird feeling, and it's not caffeine, because I'm drinking my lovely decaf coffee with my almond milk creamer. And yes, if my sister is watching, she would be like, "Oh, sick. You're drinking hot coffee in the hot sun. That's just sick." And she's so funny. She cracks me up. But yes, I'm having my decaf coffee because I'm more of a creamer connoisseur. But anyways, let's get to the video, and like and subscribe this. This is really important information, and comment also if you have FND, and I'm not listing any kind of non-visible symptom that you may experience, and I will share that on another video. But for me, sorry, you're going to hear the garbage truck. It's kind of a noisy day, but for me, I'm going to get out of the way what happens behind the closed bathroom door. The embarrassing thing that nobody really wants to talk about, but it's kind of important information, especially if you're newly diagnosed with FND. These are expectations and things you can look into and look for in case that starts happening to you, and just kind of know that it's probably FND related. But I have definitely urinary and bowel motility issues, and I'll start with the urinary. I will feel like I have to go to the restroom really badly, and I'll go to the bathroom and I find that I cannot go. It won't happen. And so I'm in there doing some weird crazy dance on the toilet, and pressing on my bladder, doing all sorts of things until I feel relief that I don't have that pressure anymore of needing to use the restroom. And that has been pretty much since my FND started. So it does kind of, but the hard thing about having that symptom is you never know whether it's your FND or whether it's a UTI. So if it's something that's persistent, you want to definitely check with your doctor, because you never know, you could have struck up a UTI. But for me, what I do is I take Azo, and I've had to take it a lot more frequently in the last year since my hysterectomy. But that tends to help relieve it. And I'm not saying take it, because I'm not a doctor by any means, but speak with your doctor about something like Azo. It helps relax the bladder a little bit better, so that that urge feeling doesn't keep going and whatnot. But yeah, so that's one symptom. The other one, and probably the one that nobody likes to discuss, especially out in public, but I'm going to tell you, I have bowel motility issues, and I became mostly vegan And I say mostly because sometimes I find I have to kind of skimp and get some fish for the protein because my body's just not getting the adequate protein I'm needing. But yeah, I'm eating very fiber rich foods, but it doesn't seem to be enough. And when that happens, the next best thing that I have, which is all natural, is chia seed. And I can sprinkle about 1.5 to 3 tablespoons of chia seed a day. So you can like split that increment amount up, you know, if you want, morning and afternoon, or just do it all at once. But I put it in my yogurt, oatmeal, salads. I've even sprinkled some on fish, but you don't want to do it until after it's cooked, like right before you eat it, because again, it gets all weird and soggy and just a slimy little feeling. But chia seed has helped. And if it's just still prolonging and it's still not happening, I will resort to a fiber supplement. But I try to use my healthy foods, try to go that way and do all natural approach as much as possible. Okay, so the next thing is frequent headaches. I have been a lifelong sufferer of migraines, so I've had to be on migraine medication for I don't know, 20 some years, and it happens a lot. And the one thing I know that is, if I wake up with a headache, just any headache in the morning, it's usually a significant sign that I probably have a seizure that day. So I kind of just take it a little bit easy that day and, accommodate my day for just in case. So, headaches, I'm on a medication, a prescription a gabapentin, and my doctor says taking ibuprofen with gabapentin is not a good combination. So it's been kind of just using a heating pad, or I don't do well with ice because of my fibromyalgia. That cold stuff triggers up the fibromyalgia, but I do a heating pad. I try to massage, my head, maybe a warm bath, or shower. So if I'm not taking ibuprofen frequently, he said that's okay, but just not to do it on a regular basis, like several times a week. So if I have not had ibuprofen that week and I have a headache, I'll take some ibuprofen. Or worst case scenario, I'll take my migraine prescription medicine, which mine is Imitrex, and it works well for me, but there's many out there. So, the other thing that I have encountered, which I'm not 100% sure on because I haven't followed up yet. I'm still waiting on, I have the appointment set, but I have to go see a cardiologist and follow up with a neurologist. I was in the hospital about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I wasn't feeling good. I had shortness of breath, very, very, very lightheaded, and very, 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 very tired. And my dad took me into the emergency room, and lo and behold, my heart rate, I was at bradycardia. It was in the low 40s, and my blood pressure was like 60/40. So that was significant enough to cause those symptoms. And I was admitted and stayed a few days. So they observed me and then follow-up care with cardiology and neurology. And when I was released, it took about a week and a half or 2 weeks before I started feeling a little bit better. So I'm suspecting, but I'm not a doctor, but I'm suspecting it was FND related symptoms. But we'll find out, we'll find out from the cardiology and neurology. But yeah, those are some of the other symptoms. Let's see the other symptom I get, it's not a headache, but I have this strange feeling in my head, and it's usually on my left side, and it will feel, oh, people are going to laugh at this one, especially if you're my friends or whatnot. But it feels sometimes there's an emptiness in my head, like all this front part just instantly, like poof, it feels like it's vanished. Like there's just nothing there. There's no pressure. It's like air. Yeah, I said it. Airheaded. Like, I guess I'm airheaded, but I don't feel lightheaded, if that makes sense. It's just a weird sensation. And usually when I get that sensation, seizure. So it's kind of, I guess, my aura. It's one of my auras that I get. Another aura I get can be extreme nausea. And which, nausea can go with just about anything. So you always got to make sure you just keep in check with your symptoms. If they're prolonged or anything, you might want to go with your doctor because it may not be FND related. And don't always assume that everything is FND related because you may be coming down with an infection or something else may be going on. So always, consult with your doctor. Yeah, so the other stuff is pain, but my chronic pain is started from a car accident in 1997 with my neck. I have spinal radiculopathy and bulging discs, and I've already started developing bone spurs that are heading to my spinal cord, should I say. And I have fibromyalgia. So that lovely mixture is just, something I have been learning to live with since basically the first car accident. And yes, unfortunately, I've had 3 car accidents, totaled my vehicle. I never was really severely injured other than a few broken ribs and whiplash. But that just contributed to years of neck issues and neck problems. And I started with a lower back issue years ago also, but not near as significant as my neck. And now with FND, it's way worse than it's ever been because of the way I walk on, bad days. It has, from what I remember, it's torn ligaments. That's what they said for my last scan. I had torn ligaments inside my lower back, which has made my lower back very painful. So I'm constantly finding myself changing positions when it's really flared up. Now the other non-visible thing that you could see, which started with my head injury in my classroom, you can and can't see it necessarily. If you don't know me, you wouldn't be able to see it. But if you know me and you've been around me, you'd be like, what's going on? I mean, this isn't like you. My executive functioning skills, which is those are high prioritizing skills that everyone needs in life to be able to organize, make sure you stay on time for your scheduling, you're punctual, meeting deadlines and things like that. And they started to affect me greatly, when I got my head injury. So did attention. And I used to teach kids with emotional behavior disorders. So you have to be a very patient person to do that. And I loved doing it. But after the head injury, I started to become more easily, frustrated or irritable, very quickly. And it's and then after I would get that tension of that irritability and that would rise, I'd have to sit back and calm down and what is wrong with you? This isn't like you. So that has been going on since the head injury, and it has continued through this FND. Seems to be a bit worse, especially short-term memory, which, can be a focus issue. But those are some symptoms that I have that somebody wouldn't actually notice. And I would love to hear what other people have, symptoms that you can't necessarily see that you're experiencing, and share that with us. Put on the comments below, and I will actually update if I can get more subscribers. Let's see if I can get up to, I'm at 39 subscribers right now. If I can get up to 75 subscribers, I will post another video on symptoms that you cannot see with FND. But anyways, those are my symptoms, and it's important for people to know that there can be a lot of symptoms FND related, but if you're having them and they're having them frequently or they're very extended, always check with your doctor, because it may be something else going on. And yeah, so anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. It's been 15 minutes. I don't want to bore you all, but I want you to have a very blessed day. Please like and subscribe and share with as many people as you can. God bless. Bye.